Hello everyone, Captain Puppy here. So today I'm gonna make a small video with my settings, at least the settings I see that are the best settings for my kind of hardware. You can see the hardware I have and compare it to your system on the description below, and let's start. So on all of this, the only thing I changed was on my display settings. These three came by default, so borderless full screen is on by default. Window size is maxed by default, and my monitor selection is my main monitor where I'm playing it. So this should be pretty much the same for all of you guys, except if you have like some kind of special monitor to play where you like to play, or your Windows resolution is different. On the dynamic resolution I have it set as on. Render resolution scale I have at 62%. I fiddle with this a little bit until I reach this 62%. These can be different depending on your hardware, but this works for me. So the graphic preset is custom since we changed some things here. Shadow quality is set as high, indirect lighting as high, reflections as high, particle quality as high, volumetric lighting as high, crowd density as high, and motion blur as off. Why do I set motion blur as off? It's because motion blur, at least for me, on a personal note, I don't like it. That's the first reason why I set it as off. And more than that, I see that at least for my system, I can get at least 1 to 2 to 3 more FPS just by setting motion blur off. GTO quality is at high, grass quality at high, contact shadows at high, VSync is on. Upscaling, I'm using AMD Fidelity FX Super Resolution 2. You can use the other one. At least for my system, based on what I tested, this is the one that works best. The sharpening is set at 70%. The variable rate shading, it's at off for me, and it works for me like this. Film grade intensity is at 0. So once again, same as motion blur, this is a peripheral preference, at least for me. And more than that, I see that film grain doesn't have that much impact on FPS, but for me, I can at least see 1 to 2 to 3 FPS more if this is set as off. But then, if you like this kind of filter in your gameplay, you can put some kind of it and see what's best for your system. Enable depth of field is set as off. This is one for me that always gives me at least plus 4 FPS, and I set it as off once again on a personal note, but also because it gives me some kind of FPS. So this is basically it, guys. This settings display is pretty small compared to other games. If you guys would like to see how the game looks with these settings, you have my playthrough or my let's play episodes. They are appearing now in the screen. You can go have a look. If for some reason these settings don't work for you, or you have some kind of different system, you can reach out to me, leave a comment, and I'll try to help you setting up the game as best as you can for the hardware you have, so you are able to experience this spectacular game. So guys, see you in the Starfield.